Welcome to Bits and Pieces Quilting. Today we are still at Mum's and we're still working with Mum's stash, so stay tuned. Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm here with my mom and we have another project to share with you. It's been a busy weekend. We did the Carpenter Star, which I shared with you last week, and today we are going to do a disappearing nine patch. But this truly is bits and pieces. As you'll see, we found some leftover blocks from a project that was probably 10 years old,
Yep,
maybe?
out in that neighborhood.
We were looking at the scrapbooks the other day and we saw the kid cuddling with the quilt that these blocks are leftovers from. But this is bits and pieces. So we are going to use those leftovers and we've got some ideas. So let's dive in. For this project, I'm super excited to dive into these camping fabrics. Mom has had these for a little while. She's made a couple projects out of them, but there's lots and lots and lots of leftovers. And then interestingly, there are these leftover blocks, and I love a leftover. I love a leftover to figure out what to do with it. And so there's 8 of these and loads of fabrics. We could always make more if we wanted. But what comes to mind when you look at these? What comes to mind just immediately when you look at these? For me, it's a disappearing nine patch, of course. So I'm thinking we slice these down the center here and down the center that way, and then rearrange the blocks. Now, Mom made these, and she was very clever because these are all aligned right side up. So if we make a disappearing nine patch, that means these are all going to get turned, some of them are going to get turned upside down, and some of them are going to get turned right side up. Is that going to be a problem? I don't know. Probably not, because maybe the quilt doesn't have a right side up. Maybe no matter which direction you look at the quilt from, you'll see upside down and right side up camping themed things. So I think that might be a plan. There's only 8 of them, so I'll have to figure out what size of a quilt we can make by making a few more, and there's a few bits and pieces of these around. So I think that's going to be fun as well. I'm going to look around for some patterns. I'm going to iron up some fabric, and then we'll go from there. The plan has come together for the disappearing nine patch. There's 8 blocks here, and I've done the layout in pre-quilt, and I'll put a photo up here. I love that it gets a bit of an argyle kind of look to it, which I think is really cool. The difference with this disappearing nine patch is that we're using these 4 patch squares in the corners, and then these solids, except they're printed fabrics, but these solids become our border fabric in the final quilt. And then of course it's the rotating the blocks after they're cut apart. So Mom also has some extra pieces. So there's already some squares cut. There's already some of the 4 patch pieces here. So we're going to cobble this together and make a total of 20 blocks for a 4x5 layout. There's 8 here, so I need 12 more. And the final size is going to be 52 by 65. This is also going to be so fun. So I'm going to cut up, well, figure out what we've got here, figure out what extra pieces we need to get the 12 blocks, then cut them apart and sew them all back together again. So I've just taken a closer look at the 8 existing 9 patch blocks, and I've discovered that they're actually different. So I have 6 of the ones on the left with the light orange camping themed fabric in the alternate positions of the 9 patch, and only 2 with the green. So now I need to decide if we're going to do one or the other or both. And I think the best way forward is to recolor my computer diagram before I cut the fabric. So back to the drawing board. We'll come back with a plan. In sorting through the leftovers for this project, we discovered that we have 6 9 patches like this with the light orange and 2 with the green. So I wasn't quite aware of that when I did my first design. So here's the first design with the green. All of them is the green. And I think it looks really, really cute. It's got a real citrus sort of feel to it, I think. But then when we realized we had 6 and 2, it became a question of, do we mix and match, or do we ignore one set and just use the other? What do we do? So I did the same drawing with just the orange, and I'll be honest, I don't like it quite as much. Then I did the drawing mixing the green and the orange and mixing them within the same block. and that's this image here. And this just looks like a little bit of a giant mess. So then I thought, what about keeping the colors together within their own block, but still mixing the green and the orange across the quilt? And so that's what this last image is. That makes the most use of the blocks that we've already got, and I think it still looks really good. So Mom agreed, and that's what we're going to do. So we've already got 8 of these blocks in total. We need 20 for the layout that we're doing, which means we only need to make 12 more. We've got loads of yardage of the main fabrics, but then there's also some pieces that were left over, I think, from when Mom made this initial quilt. And so we've already got some of these blue centers. I think there's actually enough here. I don't think I even need to cut any more of those. I've got some of these pieces here already, a few for the 4-patch. So I'm going to calculate what we've got, figure out what to cut in order to get started on these disappearing 9 patches with 4-patch corners. Mom sitting here at the computer. If it were that easy. Mom's sitting here at the sewing machine, sewing our blocks together. These are laid out for her to sew together, and those are the ones that she's finished that I need to go and press. Uh, but to make this 9-patch disappear, we need to cut it down the center and then cut it across the middle. What I did was I measured this. This is 4.5 inches because these are 5-inch squares. Once sewn into the quilt, these are 4.5 inches. So I've measured over 2.25, cut down the middle, same thing across the center, because that's how we do a disappearing 9-patch. I have a more detailed video that I made a little while ago. I'll put a link in the description down below, but you can check that out for even more details. But once you cut that in half, in fact, you know what? I'm going to pause the camera. I'm going to cut it in half, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I decided to go fetch Jason to hold the camera so I can demonstrate how we're going to cut this 9-patch block and make it disappear, make the 9-patch disappear. So as I was saying, this is 4.5 inches wide, which means I need to cut it at 2.25 down the center. So I've got my ruler, and I'm going to be careful not to blind you with the glare, but I'm afraid that's a little bit unavoidable. So I'm going to line my ruler up so that the 2.25 inch mark is right along this seam all the way up the entire block. And I'm just going to line it up the best I can. These blocks aren't perfect, but nobody is. So that's 2.25 inches, and I'm just going to get my cutter set up, slice it down the center. And then I'm not going to move the pieces. I'm just going to leave them right there. And I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to do the same thing, measure in 2.25 inches, line up my ruler nice and square, and then give this a slice as well. So that should give us 4 pieces, just like that. And then we're going to make the 9-patch disappear. And so to do that, there are a zillion different ways you can do this. You can start to rotate your blocks, but for this design and for the design I did in my previous video, we're going to keep it really simple. And I'm just going to pick this one up and swap it with this one. And that's it. And then we're going to sew these back together as a 4-patch. Now I did a test block, and I'll bring it in and show you in just a second. But one of the things I noticed is that these blue squares are actually smaller than my 4-patch blocks. This was unplanned, unintended, and we are just using these blocks because they were leftovers. I probably wouldn't have designed it this way, but this is the way it's working out. So I'm hoping that we're just going to go with the flow, and I'm hoping it's going to make it look a little bit like more of an argyle pattern in the middle here. So let me move these out of the way. This is the block all sewn together. So you can really see how these little blue ones are a little bit smaller than these green ones. But I think in the grand scheme of the whole quilt, it might make it look really interesting. So we're going to keep going. This is block number 1. I've just cut apart block number 2. 18 more to go. Mom's busy sewing away over here, working on getting all of the main pieces sewn together. We're going to cut them all up, sew them all together. This is the final quilt top all sewn together. It looks super cute. It's a bit chaotic maybe, but I know that Mom will find exactly the right person to give this to. I think somebody who loves camping, who loves the outdoors, I can just imagine sitting in front of a campfire with this wrapped around, maybe eating some s'mores. I think it's going to look super cute. I will quilt it up for Mom, and I know she'll find exactly the right person to give this to. Thanks so much for watching this disappearing nine patch variation. It went together pretty quickly, didn't it?
Yes, yes, it did.
We started with 8 blocks. We needed to make 12
Okay.
more. Between the two of
Super.
us, cutting and sewing, it went together really quickly.
Very quick.
I think the contrast is maybe not as sharp as it could be in this quilt, but it uses up those bits and pieces. And I think it's an idea for a future disappearing nine patch with 4 patches in those corners, maybe some sharper contrast. But this felt really good to use
Yeah.
up those pieces, and this is definitely going to keep somebody warm.
Yes.
So I hope you had fun with this, Mom.
Yeah, we did. I really enjoy. Well, I love when you come home so that we can sew.
Always fun to sew with my mom. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to make the most of your fabric bits and pieces.